Hello, I'm Grayson King, and this is an attempt at a demo and tutorial for my friend Luke Watterson of anti-electric fence gloves for sale. Whenever I can't sing to a piece of music, I tend to give it a funky name. So this one, it's a little bit tricky for me to do, so I'm probably not going to be able to do it fluidly. Partially because I've not practiced it often enough, and to be honest, the camera still annoys me. I get tense about it, and then I ruin it all. So here we go. I just want to say, actually, it's been a really good thing having him teach me his things and me teach him my things. And I would love if someone would get involved with that in the comments. Let me know, send me a link, and I'll do my best. Although you will need to spell a lot of things out for me because I don't know music theory, so you'll have to tell me fret numbers and stuff. I'm also going to use this as an example to reveal my music analysis tool, but that is going to take me a little bit of time because it's quite a lot of data entry in a spreadsheet. A very fancy spreadsheet, but nonetheless. So, I'm also having a couple of problems with my high vibe right now, with feedback and a buzz that I think I've fixed for now, or it should be good enough to get through the song. Let's find out. I'm going to power through any mistakes as best as I can. Okay. Okay, yep, I'm having one of those days. And nonetheless, this segment that together and that makes a rough demonstration. I did say it would be rough. An attempt was made. So I'm going to take the reverb off whilst I break this down. So the capo's on first and it's in standard tuning. It's got several segments which repeat with variation, because that's a way of recycling my content when I don't have other ideas. As always, if you have ideas for this, send them to me, because I don't know what else to do with it. Or if you know why what I'm doing doesn't work, or why my fingers aren't quite right, just tell me. Just tell me in the comments. Or if you can sing to it somehow when I can't, I want to hear it. Because I'm trapped with this piece and I would love it. It's one of my favourite things I've ever written. So, the starting position, and I will be doing diagrams for this, so you don't need to worry too much about following this, but I'll try and go slowly. The starting position is E3 and D3. And I'm muting. So the first is muted, second isn't. But then I take the mute off and I play 6 and 6, same shape. And then I just take my finger to the 6, 6, 6 for A, G and B. And I play this numerous different ways. I might play it with a bend, or... and you'll hear them in the song. So I come back in on this where I anchor. So I start at the 3, go up to the 6, slide down, back to the 3. Then you get this funk a little bit where I slide up here like this. And I come in on the 14 and 15 on AD. And then I slide it up from 13, 14, back up to 14. So that sequence. Maybe get a double bend in that one there. So that's, which means I'm arpeggiating that on the last one there, rather than plucking them all at the same time. You can see my hand doing all this. Then I go open, hammer onto the third, 6, 3, wait. Yep. Open 3, 6, 3, open 3, 5, slide down to 3. That's section 1, which repeats, but with variants. Then I come onto the 7th fret and I start at the E. I play that like, very hard to hear that, but yeah. Then I come onto the 8 on the B. Go down to the 3. Then I do a bar on the 9, doing this in between. You'll see I do that kind of chug and palm mute, or attempt to. Then I just do the bar and I just run down the bar all the way. Then it becomes this. I'm actually kind of muting the G, and it's mostly just these 3 I'm doing. And that's just a 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, and it's all the same shape. 9, 10, 13, 12, 10, 9, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I do a palm mute and I do this little jelly finger flick. Which is a 13, 12, 13. Slide there. That then that then ends the second segment. We go on to the third segment, which actually repeats exactly, apart from the very, very last end bit on the second iteration. That then you get this down, chug. So that bit there is the action that's happening on the E string. That's the E and the A there being chugged, and then doing a 9, 10, 9, coming to the 13, doing all 4 of them. 676. Then here, that's a 12-14 on the B, on the G and B. Back to the chug and the 9-10-9. Down to the 4-5, 4. So if that's correct, I need to actually play it to remind myself because breaking it down is confusing me. Yeah, so that's then the same shape as that 10, that 12-14. I'm starting on the 9 and I go 9, 10, 9, 7, 6, 9, 10, 9. That there is 12, 14, 14, 16, 15, 17. Wait. Yeah. 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 11. Oh, I missed that 12 out, sorry. 12, 14, 15, 14, 11. It's hard for me to do this actually. I just do it on instinct now. Then I'm coming in with the... Right. So you can hear it if you listen back. I go... At this point, I go, I get 2 on that 13. Ending with a 4-5, because I'm alternating between 9, 10, 9, 6, 7, 6, 9, 10, 9, 4, 5, 4. So then just before the very last bit, I go. So what's going on there is that same shape, 9, 9, 10 slide, back down to 9, to that's then 7, 6. I'm trying to call the numbers out on that. I'm just going to call out what the G's doing, that tells you what the B's doing because it's the same shape. So I'm just going 9 to 10, 9, 7, 6, 9, 6, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Pay attention to the fact that I'm still doing that in the middle there just a little bit. I do a lot of those idle things that I don't think about, but they're important to know because that's, I think, how I subconsciously keep myself going, otherwise I'd get confused. So then we're back onto the first segment, version 2, which then goes. So then I'm going Bodo or some other thing that slightly makes it different than the first one. Oops. So then see, instead of going 12, 13, sorry, 13, 14 slide there, I just bend it on the 14. And that's that 14, 15 on A and D there. And I'm getting a double, instead of just being, or it's. So add maybe an extra, just some variations, you can mess around with that. You recognise that from the first time, but then I add this. The only new information there really is the 6s slid to the 8, back down. So, yeah. open 3, 6, 8, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3, open 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. Yeah. I will write all that down. I'm just trying to slow it down for you. The hell that's going on. I then swap it up for this bit, and I put the bar on the 7, and I reverse exactly what I did. So this is just a bar, and I just go through. Then I place my bar on the, I don't do the E, I go into the A on 8. Then I end it on the 13, which is the equivalent of ending it on the 3 for the second part of the phrase, like the first time round. And then I do the 9s exactly the way I did the 7s in the first one. And nothing changes here. I've thought of adding extra bits, you know, like, but I never really commit to any changes here. So we know this palm mute and flick. So this time I go. "13, 13, 15, 13, 12, 13. But then I get a 17, 15, 13, 12. If I come back to that other piece, no, the segment. The timing here is important. It's not all at once. It's really close together. Well, it is if I do it right. I don't always do it right. Nope. No, I've been messing around with different ways to end that. You could just repeat it, or you could do all kinds of things there. I think there's opportunity for that. I then break into the last segment that's got any kind of new information, and that is once again my open, mute and chug on the E and A. I think I sometimes get the D in there too. It's irrelevant. It still works. I think this song's mostly chromatic. So then I come in and I do on the E, I'm doing a 13, 14. And I repeat that on the A, 13 and 14. So it's just a hammer on onto the 14, taken off. Then I send 11, 12, 11, 10, 10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. That then is 15 on the D, 14, 13, 10, 11, 10, 11. Then you got to remember getting that double E in there muted. This then diverges from the first time I did it by starting on the 7 and climbing up 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 slide. Then I reverse this as the last bit. So that phrase starting from the 11 goes, wait. 11. Okay, so it goes 11, 10, 11 slide, 14, 13, end on the 15 on the D. But then repeat it a few times. It's just the same thing but reversed. Bit of a bend there. Then ideally it would end with this nonsense, but I've never got around to mastering it. Which is 1, 14, 15, 10, 1, 1. But you know, it's a ridiculous chord that no one should ever have to do. That's in the album version, if there ever is one, that's what I would do. Otherwise I just end by doing both the 13 and 15 at the same time. So yeah, that's Anti-Electric Fence Clubs for sale. If you need any more information, I will break it down for you, but I'm also going to do the diagrams in my spreadsheet analysis tool thing, so you'll be able to see everything that's going on there. And so will I, which is the entire point of doing this project. So thank you for humouring me there. Sorry I couldn't play it more fluidly. Maybe, if I keep trying, I'll get there. But, there's probably one in the archives. There's definitely a version where I played it well in the archives. So I'll just assume that that's a potential banked. Peace, catch you out there. Thank you so much.